are actually starting later in the day, so we're going to be racing the sunset. So if it starts getting dark, I apologize. That's just how late in the day I'm doing it. If we don't beat the sun and it's too dark for me to continue, I will pause it and turn on the light so I can read again. All right, so we're going to start with 1 Samuel 15 and then go to chapter 16. All right, chapter 15. Saul is commanded to smite and destroy the Amalekites and all that they have. He saves some animals to sacrifice. Saul is rejected as king and told that to obey is better than sacrifice. Samuel destroys Agag. Agag? Agag? A-G. I don't know. All right, here we go. Samuel also said unto Saul, The Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel. Now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the words of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he did wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt. Now go and smite Amalek. Now go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. And Saul gathered the people together and numbered them in Telaim, 200,000 footmen and 10,000 men of Judah. And Saul came to a city of Amalek, and laid wait in the valley. And Saul said unto the Kenites, Go, depart, get ye down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them, for ye shewed kindness to all the children of Israel when they came up out of Egypt. Go. So the Kenites departed from among the Amalekites, and Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou comest from Shur, that is over again against Egypt. And he took Agag the king of the Amalekites alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen and of the fatlings and the fatlings and the lambs and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them, but everything that was vile and which was vile and refuse, that they destroyed utterly. And then came the word of the Lord unto Saul, saying, It repenteth me that I have set up Saul to be king, for he is turned back from following me, and hath not performed my commandments. And it grieved Samuel, and he cried unto the Lord all night. And when Samuel rose early to meet Saul in the morning, it was told Samuel, saying, Saul came to Carmel. Saul came to Carmel, and behold, he set him up a place, and is gone about, and passed on, and gone down to Gilgal. And Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said unto him, Blessed be thou of the Lord, I have performed the commandment of the Lord. And Saul said, What meaneth then this bleating of the sheep in mine ears, and the lowing of the oxen which I hear. And Saul said, They have brought them from the Amalekites. For the people spared the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God, and the rest they have utterly destroyed. Then Samuel said unto Saul, Stay, and I will tell thee what the Lord hath said to me in this night. And he said unto him, Say on. And Samuel said, When thou wast little in thine own sight, wast thou not made the head of the tribes of Israel? And the Lord anointed thee king over Israel. And the Lord sent thee on a journey, and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners of the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed. Therefore then didst thou not obey then wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of the Lord, but didst fly upon the spoils, and didst evil in the sight of the Lord. And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord, and have gone the way which the Lord sent me, and have brought again Agag the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the people took of the spoils but the people took of the spoil sheep and oxen, and the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God in Gilgal. And Samuel said, Hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifice as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and adultery. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king. And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed and the commandment of God and thy word, because I feared the people and destroyed their voice and obeyed their voice. Sorry. Now therefore I pray thee, pardon my sin, and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord. And Samuel said to Saul, I will not turn with thee, for thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, and the Lord hath rejected thee from being king over Israel. And as Saul returned again to go away, he laid hold upon the skirt of his mantle, and it rent. And Samuel said unto him, The Lord hath rent the kingdom of Israel from thee this day, and hath given it to a neighbor in thine, that is better than thou. And also the strength of Israel will not lie nor repent. And also the strength of Israel will not lie nor repent. For he is not a man that he should repent. Then he said, I have sinned, yet honor me now, I pray thee, before the elders of my people and before Israel, and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord thy God. For Samuel turned again after Saul, and Saul worshipped the Lord. Then said Saul, Bring ye hither to me Agag the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately. And Agag said, Surely the bitterness of death is past. And Samuel said, As thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal. Then Samuel went to Ramah, and Saul went up to his house to Gibeah of Saul. And Saul came no more to see, and Samuel came no more to see Saul until the day of his death. Nevertheless, Samuel mourned for Saul, and the Lord repented that he had made Saul king over Israel. That's pretty intense. Like, if you have to make the Lord repent, like turn away from you and like turn away from that decision, like you messed up. You messed up. Like, if the Lord knew you were good for this people, and you messed up so bad that the Lord's like, well, I gotta go another route. You're not it. That's pretty intense, bro. Like, if the Lord if the Lord turns away from you, you messed up. Like, you're not my pick anymore. You gotta go. Oh man. So we'll summarize 15 real quick. So Saul's commanded to go to the Amalekites and to kill them, and he does. He goes and kills all the Amalekite people. But a part of destroying all the Amalekites is destroying all their stuff too. Just destroy everything, wipe them off the face of the earth, make sure that they don't exist. Nothing happens. Like, make sure that they're not there anymore. So that was part of the commandment, was to go and destroy everything related to the Amalekites. And so they went and destroyed all the people of the Amalekites and all the things that weren't of best quality. So so they just destroyed all the bad stuff, but they took all the good cattle, all the good livestock with them, and they kept all the best of the flocks, and that was against the commandment. The Lord said, destroy everything. Don't take anything. Leave the Amalekite stuff alone. Like, destroy it. And Saul was like, well, I kept the commandments. I destroyed the Amalekites. There aren't any people left. But these cattle and these livestock, they're great. They're in great condition. Like, they would make great offerings to the Lord. So, like, I feel like Saul had a good, like, intention behind it, but he still disobeyed. And, like, that's where, like, it's like twisting the words of God, and that's bad. That's very bad. So, like, yeah. So then Samuel's like, what did you do? Why didn't you destroy everything? Why didn't you destroy all the Amalekites? And Saul's like, well, I did. These are just good things that I want to give to the Lord. And I swear, like, I could see Samuel just shaking his head, like, face palming, like, what are you doing? The Lord said to destroy everything. Don't take anything. Destroy it all. And you still took it. I gotta take it away from you. The Lord has decided that you disobeyed. I like the line, obedience is better than sacrifice. Like, that is strong. Where is it? I'll find it later. But, like, obedience is better than sacrifice. Like, it's better to obey and do what the Lord commanded you than to skirt around what he's told you to do so you can obey another commandment. Or maybe just because you've sacrificed stuff doesn't mean that you've obeyed. I feel like that's more of the lesson here. But yeah, that was an intense chapter. Saul went and killed all the Amalekites, but he kept their stuff. And the Lord was like, you can't be king anymore. And then at the end there, Samuel was just like, well, you didn't kill all of the Amalekites, obviously, because you kept their king, which is crazy, crazy sauce. Like, what are you doing? You kept the king of the Amalekites, the leader of the Amalekites, you kept him alive? Like, he's like, if anything, he's like the worst to keep alive. Like, you should have killed him first. And then Samuel's like, well, the Lord wants them all dead. So he's going to be dead. So Samuel ends up killing him. I don't like how they have Samuel and Saul. Like, the two SA names are hard for me to keep straight, as you can tell. Yeah. There's that. I'm gonna probably end this video here and upload 16 as its own thing, just so I know at the beginning of this video I said I was gonna pause it, but well, should I keep reading it? Yeah, we're just gonna end the video here, and then 16 will be its own video. But yeah, that was crazy. Obey. Being obedient is better than sacrifice. Being obedient is better than being miserable. I don't know. Just being obedient is number one. It's the most important thing. And the Lord has commanded us to do things a certain way. So be obedient. But yeah. Whew. 16 isn't very long. It's shorter than this verse, so I feel like the next video will be shorter. But thank you. 16 will be out as soon as this one goes up. So thank you so much for watching. So come back for 16. Okay. See ya.